And welcome everyone. Wait, Aaron, why are you sad?
Oh, what's wrong?
That what
Don't be
happened?
sad. You need a hug.
Last, I do. It's the last episode.
Yeah, it is sad.
I was like, I thought
That is
something
sad.
really bad was happening. What
It is
what
It
what
happening.
is
It's the
really
last
bad,
episode.
John.
Okay. Like I really thought something was wrong. Like, okay, fair enough. I
I
agree.
am
This is
torn,
no fun.
shot through the heart, and this is not the end yet. Because
And
maybe
who's
we'll
to
have a
blame?
second season. Who knows?
Someone is apparently
There
agreeing
is
with you,
always
so
more on AWS.
that's awesome.
Luckily, there's
All right.
always more here on AWS training. So
That's awesome. So welcome, Erica. Welcome, Aaron. And welcome everyone to the show. My name is John, and I will be one of your hosts today. And then, well, today I've been your host for the last 4 other episodes with Erica and Aaron. Do you want to introduce yourself?
sure. My name is Erica Vismer. I am a tech lead with the Global Delivery Readiness team within AWS Training and Certification. And my job is to make sure that our instructors, our AWS authorized instructors, have all the delivery skills and technical skills that they need. So I got a pretty awesome job. And then I have this side quest, which makes me super, super happy.
That's awesome. And Aaron?
What's going on, everyone? You may remember me from a couple of the episodes and also some other series, but I am what they call a principal developer advocate, which basically means I get to have a whole lot of fun and teach you at the same time. So there's that. I get to learn things and try to teach you also what I learned. But I have the joy of streaming with John right over here and Erica right down there, who are two of my really good friends and super stoked, but also very, very, very sad. Very sad. I
Mm. We'll
not gonna
have more,
lie.
Aaron. We'll have more.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
John. I think we already have something lined up that's starting in 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks.
that's true. That's
Yes.
true. Three
August.
week, 2 weeks,
3 weeks.
August something, right?
August 16th.
16th. That's what it is.
August
All
16th.
right.
It's
I'm
the
gonna look that
Machine
up.
Learning Engineer Associate AWS Power Hour to help you prepare for that certification, the brand new one that you can register for on starting on August 13th.
That is right. It's gonna be quite the interesting cert. The fun part of this is I'm gonna have to go and take that cert while we stream. So
Same.
maybe I'm gonna do it at the same time. Maybe not at the same time. Maybe like in the week before or during. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. So
I mean, like this is not in the run of show. Can I bring us off the rails for a sec?
Do it.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, everyone. First, welcome to the deep dive into Amazon Q with AWS. I'm going to show you about the AWS Power Hour Machine Learning Engineer Associate series that's starting in a few weeks. Hey, chat friends, can you drop that link in the chat for us? It's right here. AWSPowerHour.com if you want to do that as well. There you go. All right, so AWS Power Hour ML Engineer Associate starting in just a few weeks. We're going to have the exam introduction starting on Friday, August 16th at 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. a.m. 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Same place, same time, twitch.tv/AWS for our friends who are watching across different platforms, because we are not just streaming on Twitch today, are we, Erica? I know this is like my slot. We're kind of thrown off.
That's okay. I can take it. I can do it. But no, we're streaming on both the AWS and the AWS Trading Live channel. Go and follow us there if you like. I would love that. We're also streaming on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, YouTube. I think that's it, right?
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's
There's
6. We got
Twitch. You got 6. Okay, I was counting in my head. I lost the one somewhere. Yeah.
Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter or X.
You said Twitch, and I thought you were talking about like how much coffee I have not had yet. Twitch.
I do have 2 cups of coffee here at the same time. Just to be clear, that is how I do things. I have one on the left, I have one on the right, and this is what I need to get through my day.
And JR did not have enough coffee, right?
Well,
That's what
Gerard
it
has
is.
no coffee this morning, that's why he's leaning a little bit. I think it's probably because Pedro jumped up there and pushed him over. But yeah, he needs a cup of coffee.
He needs to wake up a little bit. That's what it is. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right,
Right.
I'm seeing some familiar faces here. So, question for all of our friends:
That's always
whether or
nice.
not you have seen previous episodes, let us know. Vote in the chat. Do the thing. Type 1 for 1 episode, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4. I mean, there's a pattern here. Or 5, not for 5, because this is the 5th episode. So, if this is your first time joining, I don't know why it took me so long to figure out how to say that word. If this is your first time joining, go ahead and type 5. Let us know. We're so glad you're here. And while we're waiting for those responses, I see people joining from all around the world. So thank you everyone
We're
for
also
tuning in
glad
today.
that you're here, kinda, sorta, Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also glad that I'm here because I did a great job of waking up this morning.
Good job.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
this week I'm joining from the spheres. So Erica, I was thinking that I was gonna stop by your
We
place
can
and then we could stream, but then
Yeah.
I stopped at the spheres. That was it.
I mean, you could have told me. I could have been there. It's like 30 minutes away.
I went to the spheres too. I jumped over there real quick.
Oh, real quick? Real quick.
Real quick. Jump by the
Oh
window.
my
You live
goodness.
right by the spheres. That's what it is, right?
Right now, this
Ah.
is blue. I'll go ahead and make it green. Okay, spheres
Okay.
vibe. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. All right. So
All right.
it seems like we have a lot of people coming back, but also a lot of people it's their first time. So
It
all
is.
right, good. We got a bunch of these. So yeah, no, that's awesome. All right, let's talk about the previous shows, right? So for those that it is your first your first episode with us, don't worry. Let me pull my page up here. So the welcome to the deep dive into Amazon Q. Now we're talking about what we. This is a 5-week episode where we have been talking about what the features of Amazon Q are. First week was an overall of everything that existed inside of Amazon Q. We tried to do a bunch of demos and things like that. The second week was all about Amazon Q, but business. So the Amazon Q business side is more for everyone, for the business analysts, etc. And then we took a little bit of a side pattern and then went towards the developer side of all of these things. So we did 2 full episodes on Amazon Q developer, so part 1 and part 2, and then in part 1, I definitely missed the ball, and then we could not even get halfway through my the amount of things that we were supposed to go through. And then in part 4, we actually did go through everything that was there. So I was quite happy that we were able to do that. But this week, in episode 4, though, there was something that happened. Something about questions or something like that really maybe
Yeah, that we
didn't go
missed.
I
so
don't
well.
know.
But there
Oh,
was
that's
an
right.
interesting comment.
Right.
Did you see that comment from Quibus, by the way?
I did.
Um,
Yeah.
have you told
How is it?
Aaron, how we pronounce his name in Afrikaans? There you go.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Hey, everyone, actually, you know what? Let's see who else. So everyone try to phonetically spell how you would say my name, Aaron, in your own native language. Like I would love to see that. Just let the chat explode. Okay. Let that thing go. And also episode
Quibus,
4, you're asking
Erika.
what happened there.
Yes. So we
Yeah,
had some
and
questions that we missed
there was
because it was
John, you were
crazy
saying
busy.
That's exactly it. Like we went through that second, or sorry, I'm reversed today. I'm gonna need to fix that. So we went through this agenda, and then
you just gotta
that
point at the
agenda
palm
is
tree, John. Just point at
well,
the
but
palm tree.
that's the
It's
problem. Is
just
like
look right behind you. Just look at behind you and
I
point
need
at
to
the palm
mirror
tree.
this thing. I'm gonna mirror myself in a few moments. So it's gonna be great. But
We're gonna get
we went
dark, John.
through, yeah. we went through QDeveloper, but in your IDE, in Code Catalyst, and in your command line, and apparently that was a little bit too much um, because we didn't answer a bunch of questions. Let's go through some of these questions with everyone.
Well, first,
Erica, do you want to take the first
these
one?
these questions are coming from a lot of our friends, right? But hey, let us know if you're in the chat, and we'll bring you right back up. I'm going to look for you. E from DC, my man Eric, and Ingmar Grisland. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize if I didn't. And then Charu Kapoor. Let us know if you're here. Hi, good to see you again.
Absolutely. We hope you are here. So E from DC, my man Eric, Erica. The code was Java. Can you use a different language? Let's just refresh the context of that question. John was showing us a demo of Q Developer and the code. What is John doing? The code.
That's me. I asked everyone how to pronounce my name, and they're not letting down. there's a delay. We have to remember there's a delay from when we say something to when people do it, right? So
oh my goodness. Anyway, E from DC, my man Eric is asking, the code was Java. Can you use a different language? Yes. Q Developer supports multiple languages. Can you show us that website link and chat moderators? Can you please put the supported languages for Amazon Q Developer documentation in the chat for us? And you will be able to see that, yes, Java is not the only language support. You can see here we have Java, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, C#, Go, PHP, Rust. I mean, yeah, there's quite a list there. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the thing is, everyone was the question where it came from, and I'm sorry about that.
I see Cobol. Cobol's there.
The question
Where's
was Java. So because I did all of my demo inside of Java, but Aaron, I'm sorry, Cobol is not there for inline suggestions, and it is not there for security scans, and it is not there for code transformation. So if anyone wants to learn about what those are, go back to the previous episodes.
Hey, John, can I please be referred to as Aaron? Because I love this one.
Aaron, I love that one very much.
Ron?
By the way, in my language, Jonathan is Jonathan.
Jonathan. All right.
Jonathan. Okay.
Jonathan.
Thought I'd add that one. Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Second question. Aaron?
Oh, I think that was Aaron.
Wait, this? Oh, wait, no, not the poll.
No.
The questions. Will you follow up with the questions not yet answered? Yeah. So essentially, yes, we're doing that right now. Apologies for not getting to all the questions. And I say apologies because there were a lot. You asked a lot of great questions, not just Ingmar and my man Eric from DC and Charu Kapoor, but everyone asked a lot of questions. And we actually brought some additional chat support. So continue asking questions. We have a lot of chat moderators. Hey, chat moderators, throw like a wave emoji or something. We're going to bring up on the screen so people will see a familiar face. But keep asking the questions. We're going to get to them. If we don't get to them, do us a favor and just keep asking. And we will see about maybe having a recorded episode. No promises. I'm going to get myself in trouble today. No promises, but we will see about maybe having a recorded episode answering those questions for you. Maybe, possibly, maybe.
All
hey,
right.
Deborah, can we do that?
Is Deborah listening?
Deborah's always listening.
Aaron is clearly from the let's rather ask for forgiveness than permission type of culture. But okay, let's continue with that one. So yeah, what about the one there from Charukapur?
So the question there, out of curiosity, can LLMs generate multiple files of code in response to a large prompt? For example, can they develop a single page application to interact with Amazon Q? So two things about this question. The first one, can LLMs generate multiple files? I'm just going to replace LLM with Amazon Q, even though, I know it's LLM that is behind the scene, a large language model. See, I answered it, Aaron. But with Amazon Q, if you if you talk to it over chat, it is going to be, well, if you do a normal conversation over chat, it's just going to answer whatever your question was and then maybe generating one file. I missed that. Shout out to John who managed to mirror himself. Yeah, I had a problems. I flipped around the screen a few times. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is between flipping vertical or horizontal. That's difficult. Um, but so that's the first thing. Now, to generate multiple files, by the way, and generating a single page application, one of the things that you can do is using /dev. So last week, I started with that, if I remember well, in our agenda. So I did a /dev, pasted a whole thing of what the plan is. You can have 10 interaction with that model at that point. It generates the plan, and at the end you say generate the code, and it can be many, many, many files of whatever you were wanting to create. So can it generate that? Yes. But the thing that's a little bit special about this question is single page application to interact with Amazon Q. So now I'm having a problem with, well, is the idea that you want a single page application that is going to be built by Amazon Q to then interact with Amazon Q? Interesting question. And I'm guessing this Amazon Q isn't the Amazon Q dev. It's actually the Amazon Q business that you would be referring to, in my opinion, because why would you want a single page application to interact with Amazon Q dev if you're doing that in your
That's an
IDE
interesting use
anyway?
case, though.
Yeah, but that's not something you would want to do. But instead business, though, absolutely,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
So with business, two ways that I can think of it. So first, yes, you can use dev to do that. But second, we release a new piece there that is called. Let me copy that link. And so if
And
I
while you're
look in
doing
that
that,
general,
we
yeah.
have a friend from LinkedIn that says, happy to be in the live session. We're happy you're here too. And hey, friends who are watching over on X or Twitter, Kevin's lonely. Can you join him in the chat, please, and just say hi to him? Thanks.
There we go. So Q Apps is a new thing that is part of Q Business, and then Q Apps would allow you to create kind of instead of having to create your single page application, you can generate your Q application that will interact with Q Business if you don't even want to generate that side and just want to give access to your application. So Q Apps, really cool way of going and fetching some data, etc. So moderators will be able to send information about it, but that was the answer there.
Nice. And then the last one was, is the customization that you showed in your demo using RAG for code? RAG.
Okay. What does RAG stand for?
I don't know.
Red,
Red,
apple,
Red
something.
and red and green. That was great.
Red and green.
Red and green.
Okay.
Red.
Yeah.
Here's red. Wait, here's red. I'm reversed. And
Yeah, red.
green. Got it. Rag. Boom.
Green.
Mic drop. Mic drop.
What does it really stand
can we
for?
get Solita on the
Risk?
stream? I'm just gonna
Invite-
take out. I'm out. Like, no, Aaron, you're
Right.
out. Like that's it. I'm sorry. I just want Solita to replace you. She knows more.
Fine.
There we go. So retrieval augmented generation. There we go. The idea of this is is the customization using RAG for code. Now, RAG is being used. If you remember in the previous episode, I was using the contextualization. So if I'm in the code and I ask a question in the chat, it's basically using RAG to include what my code is, or the at workspace, for example, will now use all my code and then supply that in, and then the idea is RAG. Now, customization is something that you do outside. So customization, and then by outside, I mean you go out in QDeveloper and you create a customization. Once it's created and you trained it on your data, you then activate it. And then once that's done, you go in your IDE and you pick that customization. So it doesn't use RAG, it's being trained on your data. So on your code that you supply in there. So is there some kind of RAG approach being used somewhere as part of this training? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The idea is it doesn't purely use RAG. So it's not just, hey, here's my code inside of S3. Every time that I do every time that I do a call to that model, go and reread everything that's inside of S3 and then now answer based on how my code is. That's not what it uses. The idea of it is it understands via these customization the idea of how your code is really being written. And I even had wait. I have this. I prepared a slide for this yesterday. Let me do that. You're gonna get a sneak peek about something that I was talking about. Here's intro to customization.
And while you're doing that, John, I'm going to pull this comment here from one of our friends saying that they love AWS Learning. They're looking forward to AWS AI Practitioner exam. So that's going to be available to register starting August 13th. And, you know, we have something up our sleeves, I'm going to tell you right now, but starting soon, stay tuned to the main landing page. Hopefully our chat mods can drop that main landing page in the chat. But starting soon, we will have an AWS Power Hour AI Practitioner series, but starting in 3 weeks, August 16th, join us for the Machine Learning Engineer one that John and I are actually hosting together.
There you go.
And if John hasn't yet found it, did you find what you wanted to? Oh, good.
Yes. Like you see, customization. I built that slide yesterday by stealing some of from someone else, but it's okay. You can see how the before
Careful
customization.
curation. That's what it is.
We have a careful. Okay. So we have the public class order on the left-hand side, and then same questions that was asked, but now it does an extend base entity. So basically, what it's doing is it figures out that all of your classes are supposed to be extending base entity and whatnot. So it figured that out from the customization after we've trained onto that model. So that's what it was doing. And then once you have it, sorry, I'm going to go back. Once you have it, that's the select customization. I built these slides yesterday. I'm so happy I can use them today. It's not at all for whatever we're talking about here, but this is where it comes from.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see if everybody was listening when we talked about the supported languages for QDeveloper. We have a little poll, I think, Aaron.
Do we?
I don't know.
I think
well,
so.
I can see it on the screen.
There we go. All right. I'm paying attention. I don't know who you're talking to. Which of the following is not a supported language for Amazon QDeveloper in the IDE, the integrated development environment? Is it Python? Is it C#? Is it Rust? Is it C? Or is it COBOL? And does anyone else realize that we have 3 options that start with C?
Yeah, I can see that.
Interesting. Yeah. So our friends who are casting their votes, choose one. Only one. Only one of these is not correct. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that COBOL is not supported. People are thinking COBOL is not supported.
I'm really not. People are asking,
John,
where's C++? We should have put C, C++, C#. Those should have been the 3 options that we had, and then COBOL.
I should have done that. That would have been a lot funnier.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
I missed that one.
I'm gonna make that change right now.
No, you're gonna reset the answers. Okay.
No, I won't. I won't reset the answers. Okay. I promise. Okay. It's gonna be fine. Okay.
Okay.
Trust me. You. I'm a professional. Go live, and boom. There we go. We have nothing but C. Oh wait, hold on. One is also incorrect.
Yeah,
shoot.
You can't do that. You can't do that. All right.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right. Anyway, the correct answer is COBOL. If you ignore it, and C. Okay, there you go. C and COBOL.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
so
Yeah.
COBOL is
Whoopsie.
not directly supported with the inline suggestions with Q Developer, but we can still ask Q for help
Yeah,
with COBOL,
that's the
and it will
thing.
go and search all sorts of documentation. It is smart. It is a smart cookie. But I'm going to push on now because
Okay.
I'm going to be
I
cracking the whip
was
with the
just
time.
going.
So,
That's
what are we
fair.
doing today?
What are we doing today? One
Yeah,
second.
I'm
One
sure you
second.
have a slide on
Having
that.
fun.
There you
Duh.
go.
Yes, that's what we're doing. So today we are working in QuickSight. Data analytics is my favorite baby. And John avoids it like the plague. So I will be guiding him, holding his hand through
Thank
all the
you.
demos today. So we will first talk about what is Amazon Q and QuickSight, what are the benefits of using Q and QuickSight, some of the architecture and component details. I'm going to introduce you to something called topics and data stories, but I'm going to do it in the demo. So I'm not going to do it separate. I'm going to do it in the demo, and I'm going to show you two views of Q and QuickSight. I'm going to show it from the creator, author, business analyst kind of experience, and then Aaron is going to be our business user or our consumer, and I'm going to show you what it looks like from that side as well. So
So
that's what
that
we're
is gonna
doing
be Aaron.
today.
Am I going to be the
Yeah,
business analyst?
you're going to be my business analyst. Yes.
All right. That is dangerous. I'm just gonna tell you because I got
That's
no clue
okay.
what I'm
I got
doing.
you. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
All
I will
right.
hold your hand through this. Yes.
So
Okay.
this time, I just want to say, the last time, and then okay. So let me go back. The last time we only had 3 bullet points. Okay. This time I did
Yes,
not create the agenda. There's a lot more bullet
I did.
points. So
Oh, but I'm a better planner than you, John. So if you just follow my directions, we will get this done on time. But let's see what the rest of the people think. Do they trust me to finish on time? I think we have a poll on this.
I don't know, but I see this comment saying getting spicy today.
Yeah, no, it is who I
Yeah,
am.
no.
So
I want to know what
tell us, do you
everyone
think?
else is thinking here.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
yes,
you
so
you
let
think it's
us
good?
know.
You think the banter's good? Throw a laugh emoji in the chat. Do you think it's getting spicy? Throw a jalapeno in the chat, or a pepper if you don't know what jalapeno is. Because I said carajillo when I was out at like dinner one day, and they were like, "A what?" Anyway, it's a very delicious drink. So
There is a
then
very interesting comment from Cobus Bernard. Erica, have you warned the others about now versus just now versus soon? These are all South
what?
African times. So when we say now, it's not the same as when we say now or just now. Different times. Okay.
No, or
But
just
we
now.
do not
Okay,
have
okay.
time to discuss that right now, Cobus,
We
because
don't.
I need to finish all the content in time this week. I
Yep.
see that most
And
people have faith in me. Thank you.
Brian Chasko included, who is an
Thank
AWS
you,
community
Brian.
hero. So, Brian, thanks for being here. Brian and I were actually at the AWS Global Hero Summit last week with
Nice.
almost 190 heroes that represented 46 countries around the world.
That's amazing. And congratulations for being invited there, Aaron. Okay, so what's next?
okay.
I want to talk about what is Amazon Q and QuickSight. And John, if you can bring up the Q and QuickSight page for me quickly for that, that would be super helpful. So, firstly, QuickSight itself allows me to very quickly visualize my data in all sorts of different ways. But with Q and QuickSight, now I can have generative business intelligence inside my QuickSight dashboards. It can help me to create the analysis and the dashboards. I'm going to show you exactly how that works. So that is absolutely lovely. I can literally ask you all sorts of questions about my data, ask it to tell me stories about my data. You'll see how that happens, generate executive summaries. It's pretty amazing what it can do in there, and very, very quickly. I can bring in a data set and then just ask Q to build a visual for me based on a prompt that I give it. It is, I'll show you. I'll show you. So that is my first topic done. Q in QuickSight. Chat mods, if you can please put the Q in QuickSight. I see that some people, my chat mods are on it. They've already put the Q in QuickSight link into
They're
the
on
chat
it.
there. They're on it. Thank you,
Exactly.
all of you, for working so hard with us. I really appreciate it.
So
Second item.
they are as spicy and hot in the chat as the chat is thinks this conversation is. So there you go.
There you
Go.
go. Right. So, Aaron, next one, please. Amazon Q and QuickSight benefits. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So if you can scroll down on this page, actually, because the chat mods already added that link in the chat, and we'll kind of go through it here because Jonathan is the driver for the day. The first option here is to generate business intelligence for everyone. And actually scroll up just a little bit right there. There you go. Okay, perfect. I can read what's on the screen for you, but really it's a matter of taking your data and then deriving information from that data in a very clear and succinct way more clear and succinct than my explanation, actually. So very easy, very fast for you to do it. And the cool thing about this also is because it's done within QuickSight, you have the ability to generate dashboards and real-time dashboards. Like they use this phrase called pixel perfect dashboards. So you can actually zoom into it and get some more insights into what your data is visually telling you from a story perspective. And
I
that
was trying
allows
to
you,
I was trying to
scroll down.
get what that pixel perfect thing was. When I created the like QuickSight, it said, "Do you want to turn that on?" And I was like, "Okay,
Yes, yes, you do
I
want to turn that on.
Yes, you do.
okay, all
Uh,
right,
you can zoom into your
You
data. You
know
can get
when
more
it's
information about
super,
it.
super useful to have that, John, is when I'm sure you've worked in businesses that have these huge kind of screens where they put, I don't know, your all sorts of data, and
oh yeah,
you
yeah,
want
yeah."
it to
Like you
look
put
as
that
good.
on, like, yeah, we had that in one
You
of the
want it to
companies I
look
was at.
good
You
if
put
it's,
that on the TV
yes,
somewhere. No one looks at it.
yes,
It's just so that when our director comes in the row, they're like, "Oh, you're working so hard because you get pretty dashboards." That
right,
was our reason.
exactly,
You know who
that
else is
one.
pixel
So you,
perfect?
mhm,
You want to know who else is pixel perfect?
me.
John.
Ah,
There we go.
Thank
There
you.
we go. Pixel perfect John. Zoom into that data.
that's hilarious. Exactly. What else? What else do we have here? So
All
we've
right.
got
So scroll down.
that.
There's that one. I talked about the visual dashboard. Scroll down some more because when you have the all the information and the data in front of you, that's visually appealing, visually representing what you're actually your business is deriving the information from. Then it helps you tell the stories, right? So because the better you understand your data, the better you can tell the stories around your data. And then scroll down one more time. You have the ability to create a revolutionized experience for your Q&A, your questions and answers. So if you have a question, you can ask Amazon Q for QuickSight or with QuickSight in QuickSight, the words, Amazon Q and QuickSight to help you better understand your data because it understands your data and it can see gaps just like most things with generative AI. It can help you understand the gaps that you're maybe missing because machine learning and AI is not prone to the same bias that we are as humans when we're reading it. So there you go. Pretty cool. 4 real high
That's
level
fair.
main benefits. But John and Erica, can you think of any other
Yeah.
use cases for Amazon Q benefits?
Um.
Any
Yeah. I
others?
think. Uh, uh, no, I think that you've pretty much covered it, right? We can build dashboards using a natural language query. We can ask it questions. We can, ask it to explain bits of the dashboard to us. Oh, we can share it with others.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I
We're
thought so
we're gonna
too.
be able to do that. And at
Yes,
the
we
same
are.
time, so because it's in QuickSight and it uses Amazon Q, all of the benefits we've been talking about Amazon Q, like all three of these things there. So accomplish more with AI so that you're not the one building the dashboard, as far as I understand it, or you're not the one that has to write the query, as far as I understand it. Accomplish more with AI. The data is still secure, privacy, the same thing from a Q business perspective, where it is your data, even though it's passing through Amazon Q to figure out what kind of queries should it be making. All of that is still secure inside of your account. It's your data. We don't use that to train or make our AI better or any of this. That's not how we work inside of AWS. So same benefits on that side, and then empower everyone with AI analytics. So
So you don't have to
I
be a BI expert to do this. I'm going to
yeah.
show you, John. Can you trust me?
Okay, all right. I
Oh,
trust you. I trust you because I
I have
definitely
one
am
question in the
not
chat.
one of those.
Empower
yes.
everyone with AI analytics. And there's a question in the chat. Oh, not that one. There's a question in the chat that says, how do you provide training support for Amazon Q for Amazon QuickSight? Are we going to bring up like an architecture diagram or anything that can help this person answer this
I will
question?
do that. Also,
Can we
we
do
do
that?
have a
Okay.
workshop
Stay tuned.
that we will
Stay
share with
tuned.
everybody. Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So, could you show us that architecture that we can talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me do that now.
Oh, I love this. Erica is very trustworthy, in my opinion. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's look at the architecture and components of Amazon Q in QuickSight. Obviously, we need data from somewhere, and QuickSight integrates with all sorts of AWS data sources, as well as on-premises databases and third-party applications. You will see what type of data is out of the box used that you can work with. So look out for the data sources that are available, that I'm going to make John create a data set from. Then, of course, QuickSight is the analytical engine. It's the one that does the calculations, the statistics, the aggregations, all of the fun math, and allows me to visualize it. So I'm gonna walk John through firstly creating two different data sets. One is going to be based on a CSV file, a comma delimited file that I have. The other one is going to be based on data that's an S3. Then I'm going to ask him to create a topic. Now, a topic is a brand new thing in QuickSight. It is part of Q in QuickSight, and it's a collection of one or more data sets. And I just told you we're going to create two data sets from two different data sources. And we're going to go and collect those two data sets into a topic. And basically, a topic is data set or sets that represents a specific subject in your business. And now I can go and I can ask it natural language questions. If I wanted to find out things like who is the top performing sales person in my company, what is the worst selling product, whatever it is that I would like to go and ask it.
The
And
most
you will
used
see that,
emoji.
yeah, absolutely. If I have the data on that, then I can absolutely go and
We
ask that.
we can get the data, but we need our friends in the chat to throw their favorite emoji so we can figure out what's the
Yes.
most used emoji and do it. Let's see.
Yes, please. Do it right now. Send us your favorite emoji, and we will see if at some time I can go and do an analysis on that. That would be lovely. And it also allows me to create multiple visual responses, not just textual responses. So that's great. What else do we have? Then we're going to go and create an analysis. Now, this allows me to extract exactly the data that I want, add some calculated fields, all sorts of things like that. Once we've done that, we're going to use those that analyses. I don't know what the plural of analysis is. I think it's
What
analyses.
emoji
But
is this? It's a rectangle. Oh, sorry,
oh,
I'm being
that's a
distracted.
melty face.
Oh, is
Where did
it?
you see a rectangle? Isn't it a
It's a
melty face?
rectangle. I don't know. It's a rectangle to me.
Okay. Right. We do not see the same thing. Then we're going to create dashboards. So you can see there next to number 5, we're going to create dashboards that users interact with. I'm going to share that dashboard with you, Erin. So as a user, you can still use the dashboard, even though I created that dashboard. And you can go and ask questions in the dashboard to find answers that you want. And also, once you're in that dashboard, I'm going to ask you to generate an executive summary of that dashboard and a data story of that dashboard. So we're going
You
to
have too
do
much
both
trust
of
in me.
those. It's 2 buttons that you have to click. You can do
Okay.
it. You can do it. I believe in you. Right. So that is step 6. Data stories. It's pretty cool. Let's say you have a presentation on this data in this dashboard. It's going to literally create the entire presentation for you, and you can edit it and make it look exactly the way that you want, add your own images, whatever you want. And then there at number 7, we have something called proven proprietary AI. Oh my goodness, John, what is that? I would just like John to say proprietary.
I want to say, yeah, I want to hear John say proprietary, please.
Proprietary.
Try again.
Okay. Proprietary.
Say
Is
it.
that
Say the
better?
way. Say the natural way.
Oh,
I love the natural way that you say it, like the way that you're saying it
If I
earlier
just go
today.
with proven proprietary,
Thank you.
proven
yes.
I love that.
proprietary.
That's
There
the
we are.
one that we
Yes.
This
wanted.
is
That
all
is
I.
the one that
I'm
we
sorry.
wanted.
I
This
love
is
it.
So
one
can
of
you
the
tell me?
hardest word. I don't know
So,
what's up with that word, but damn.
man, it's like
My hardest word is
parallelism. I
reunion.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah?
can't say reunion.
Everybody's
Yeah.
got a word.
It's just,
Everybody
yep.
has a word like that. Chat, tell us, what is your hardest word? I cannot do parallelism. I have to go super slow on it. What is your hardest word to pronounce? Right. So
I'm going to
tell
throw a
us a little
curveball your way,
bit about
Erica.
that. Mhm.
My hardest word is reunion, but I cannot
Reunion.
write the letter W, which like is very
Yes.
frustrating because I work at AWS. I cannot. It just doesn't.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Do you make too many things or too little?
It turns into it goes in blah, blah, blah. And someone gave me a tip when I
Oh,
was teaching a class like 2 years ago. They said it's just 2 V's together, and I was like, big
yes.
brain, just 2 V's
That's
together.
it.
Unless you do it in
That's
attached
it.
letters. What is that? This way? And then
Ooh, okay. All right. Anyway,
it.
Oh my
proprietary,
goodness. Okay. So
proven
tell me
proprietary
about this
AI.
proven proprietary AI. What is that, John?
So if I'm understanding this right, it's using Amazon Q, right?
Yes,
So
that's it.
then the proven
Uh,
proprietary AI would be Amazon Q. So like
yep.
that's the thing. It does Amazon Q is based on Bedrock, sure, and then it is using different LLMs or large language models behind the scene, sure. So then I don't know why we say proven proprietary AI, but we
I don't
should
know.
just put
Let's
Amazon
just
Q
say
there.
Amazon Q using ML. Yes, let's put Amazon Q in that space. Can you just kind of write over it for us? And then, of course, there
Yes.
at number 8, Amazon Bedrock, which is a fully managed service that gives me access to my foundational large language models, LLMs, through LLMs through an API, and that is all the little bits and pieces of Q in QuickSight. And if you go and do the training that we will give you a link to for your homework in the today's home
Home fun?
fun, you will also see this entire architecture and more details of it. So if you want to go over it again, it is in there. Okay, it is in there, so we can go and look at that. Right. So shall we get into? No, let's first do a little bit of a demo. I mean, a poll. First a poll and then a demo. Oh goodness.
Do you
What's the
think they were
poll? Can you
paying
remind me
attention?
just to make sure I mean, maybe
It's the one about what are the 2 ways that
the
Two
Amazon
Venet.
ways.
Q can be used?
Okay, let
Yep.
me pull that up. Got it. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay,
So,
so friends, what are the 2 ways that Amazon Q can be used in Amazon QuickSight? You can go ahead and use the chat. Type 1 for answering questions from data sets. Type 2 for generating data sets. Type 3 for generating data story. I almost read that as like data sassy. No, generating a data story. You can get sassy if you want. But type 4 for moving data in QuickSight using an ETL. Hey, John, that's another one of those things where like the alarm goes off. What's ETL?
ETL. Hey, elastic transform load. Now,
Extract.
Right.
I have
No,
a.
no, no,
Extract.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
Elastic.
Extract,
oh, what? It's track. Okay.
transform, load.
Is that it?
Okay.
There's also
All
like a
right.
zero
Extract,
ETL
transform,
thing
load.
too. Extract,
Okay.
Yes, there is the zero
transform.
ETL thing, but it's
Yeah.
still extract, transform, load.
Do
Yeah.
you want to know?
Yeah.
Let me tell
It's
you
not
about
zero
a
elastic.
great story about this because I have an amazing story while everyone else is answering.
If it's a quick story, John.
Yeah, 100%. All my stories
Okay,
are
go.
quick.
Oh,
So when I
if you
started
can
at a
lie, you
certain
can steal
company
as
at
well.
some point, when I started at a certain
Our
company at
friend
some point,
Heinrich says
we were
no to John. It's not elastic. It's
we
extract. Yeah.
we were playing a game of everyone stays up and then there's a VP at the front and then she's playing that game with all of us of everyone in the room. We all started and then just like sit down when you do not know the word that I'm currently saying. And then like she's throwing things like SQL. I'm like, yeah, I know that. And then she's throwing a few of the words and whatever. And then she says ETL, and then like imposter syndrome is kicking in. So many people are still up, and I'm like, no, I gotta stay up. I can't show her like imposter syndrome. I can't show her that I don't know what ETL is. So I stay up, and then Karma comes in and says, she says, "Hey John, or hey you, can you tell me what ETL stands for?" So I sat down.
See?
Okay. Okay.
Red. I was red like
Hey,
my
John.
hair.
John,
I
what
was
is what
red
does
like my
ETL
hair.
stand? John, what does ETL stand for?
Oh, he
He
sat
sat down.
down.
Yeah, yeah. That was basically it. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I that was
Oh,
bad. Maybe there's a reason why I don't work for that company anymore. In
you
front of that VP, it did not
all
go so
had
well.
we've all had
Mm.
moments like that. We have all had
All
moments
right.
like that.
Let's see what the answer is for the question. One and three. Answering
Look
questions
how
from data
smart
sets.
our participants are.
They are super
Yes.
smart. Yep.
Yeah, they're way better than whatever I was doing in front of that VP. Yeah, not good.
All right.
Okay. So let's just recap for anybody who's just joined us. Today we are talking about Amazon Q and QuickSight. We've talked about what it is, the benefits of Amazon Q and QuickSight. We talked a little bit about the architecture and components of Amazonian Q and QuickSight. And I will remind you that the picture that I have shown you is inside the Skill Builder course that we will share with you so you can go and do it yourself, right? But now I'm going to do, John is going to do a QuickSight, a Q and QuickSight demo with my help. So that's what we're going to do now. John is a business analyst in this story, and Aaron is a business user. So both of them are going to help me get through this demo. So, John, if you can show us the Amazon Q and QuickSight, or just the QuickSight page
Uh,
that we're going to
yes,
do
I
our
think I
demo
have
in.
it in my
That's it.
application. There it is. All right. So
Okay, so I
that's all
know
I've done.
QuickSight's not your thing. That's okay.
Yeah.
I know that QuickSight is not your thing. So I'm going to walk you through this step by step. I promise you. But before we do that, Aaron, there are different roles that you can assign, and it is on the pricing page of QuickSight. Do you mind showing our participants that?
Yeah, John, do you have that page pulled up? If not, I can get it
Mhm.
pulled up real quick.
Yeah, I have this right there.
Cool. Yep. So the different options here, we have Reader, Reader Pro, Author, and Author Pro, and then the various tasks that each role can perform based on their business use case. So there's the business user, there's the analyst. John is the analyst, and I'm the business user. Is that right? What we're doing here today?
Correct,
Yep,
correct.
that's it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
So as a
have
business user, I
Reader
have the
Pro.
ability to consume data stories and dashboards and reports, and then ask questions of data with Amazon Q. And then
Mhm.
if I'm a Reader Pro, then I can also create data stories with Amazon Q, and then create executive dashboards and summaries with Amazon Q. But John, as an analyst, has a different set of permissions. We can see from the check marks on the right-hand side of the table, where he can connect to data sources as an author, and then create and share data sources and reports, and then also create and share readable data sets for analysis. But on the very right hand side, if you have Author Pro, then everyone gets access to all those data sets. So depending on what your use case is for a business user or an analyst, if you need Author Pro, then that might be the right option for you. Otherwise, Reader Pro, and Author is kind of it's a hodgepodge, mix and match, choose what you need to.
Yeah, and
That's
absolutely.
interesting.
Let me just point out that you need to have the most of the Q and QuickSight functionality, except just asking questions of the data. You need at least Reader Pro to be able to do that. And can you point out there for us at the bottom, John, that if you already have the Amazon Q Business Pro user entitlement, you get everything.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So like you're essentially have all you as a Q business user, it says that you're a Reader Pro or you're an Author Pro and you don't pay more for it. That's cool.
Yes.
That's included as part of it. So if you're already using Q
Yes.
Business, then you're fine. Or Q Business Pro, not Q
Yeah.
Business Lite, right? Okay. So
Yeah. So can you show us what you've assigned to us?
is that the reason why this week you're calling me and then you're like, "Hey John, I need you to set up a bunch of like groups
Yes.
inside of Identity Center,
Yes, please.
something something."
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's it.
So these groups, right? Like you told me to set up
That's it.
like all of these like QuickSight admins, QuickSight readers, authors, Readers Pro, Authors Pro, and Admin Pro. That was the idea.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yes,
Wow,
please.
you
All
two are
right.
busy. You're busy this week. How
Well,
long
I
did
don't
that
know.
take?
You
I
know,
have no
this
clue
whole
what Erica was asking me, but I was like, "You want me to create some groups? Sure." And then she asked me, "Okay, so I need you to add Aaron into the QS or QuickSight Readers Pro and all of that." So, and then that was it. That's all I really did there. Like
When did we
seriously.
talk
and
about
where
groups
are
and
you?
users? That was episode 2, right? Episode 2 of this series.
We did talk a
Yes.
little bit about them
Yeah.
because like I have them right here and I got a bunch of other groups in here that I use for like my Q demos and the admins and the developers that I had assigned. So um so I'm guessing that if I go inside of QuickSight there, is there a place for all right, manage QuickSight, manage users, okay, manage role groups. All right, so that's where it is. Okay, so I was looking for where did you place each one of them? So
I made you,
you
you
made me
know, I've been
create
very
each of these.
demanding. So
It
demanding
was
this week.
six
Thank you
groups.
for
That was not much. I just was wondering what it was about. So that's why I like you
absolutely.
associated them as Readers Pro, readers, and then these groups that we're adding in here are and then there's two more, right? There's admin groups that we
Hmm.
got. So I guess that's where they were kind of
Yeah.
in.
And that's all
Okay,
pulled from Identity Center, which you can create the users and
that's
the
it.
groups. Hey, chat mods, I shared it in our back channel. Can you share a link to episode 2 so that way anyone who's interested to learn more about that, they can go watch episode 2, please? Thank you.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. And so let's just reiterate. John is a author pro. Aaron is
Yes.
a reader pro. I am an admin pro.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
Ooh.
So let's get started here, right? We need some data. That's the first thing that we need, John. So if you can go back to the QuickSight page for me.
Yes. QuickSight sign in somewhere. Wait, I'm gonna go back there. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Do,
Perfect.
do, do,
And the
do,
first
do.
thing the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a data set. So on the left hand side, third from the bottom, oh, you found it already. Click on data sets for
I
me.
I
And then
I was
you
reading
got it.
fast, so there we go.
And in the top right-hand corner, you can see new data set. So click on that for me. And
All right.
we are going to create a data set from the CSV file that I sent you. So here you can see all the different data sources that are built in for me to create data sets from. It is pretty amazing all the places that I can come and pull stuff from. But if the connections here is not enough for you, you can always extract your data into a file. And that's what we have here. We have an S3, sorry, I got distracted by you doing, we got a CSV
I
file.
thought
So
you
please,
meant we're fair enough. Okay. I would have put it inside of S3, but fine. All right. All
no,
right.
we
Fair
will do
enough.
one of those. We will do one of those, but let's first just click on upload a file and upload that CSV file that I gave you for the
All right.
software as a service sales.
All right. So that one, right?
There it is. Software as a service sales.csv. Upload that file. Click on edit settings and prepare data, please. So
Okay.
this is the data that it's bringing in there. You will now get a little bit of a preview of that data at the bottom. And in order to use this data set, of course, you can come and make some changes now, right? So if you don't like the field names or something like that, you can come and change it. But I'm quite happy with what we have right here. So I'm just going to save and publish. Well, I'm not going to save and publish. I would like you to save and publish this data set by clicking the button in the top right-hand corner.
Okay. All right.
Okay, data set done. Step 2.
What does the
We are
publish
going.
do? Say like
So
save and
now,
publish.
yes. So now the data set is published and to use, and you can also share it. But first, before you publish it, you're just previewing it, and at that time you can edit some things to make it the way that
Okay.
you want it to look, right? Maybe I
Got it.
don't like the word date key and I'd want to change that to just date. Then I could have changed it here before
Wait,
I
hold on. Is
published
that
it.
the transform portion of it? So there's ETL?
Um, yeah, not really, because
Not really?
technically it's a little bit of transformation, right? But typically transformation would be a little bit more of changing data than just, but technically, yes, changing field names is a transformation. Absolutely. Okay, so we've published it. Can you click on the QuickSight icon in the top left-hand corner so we can go back to the main page of QuickSight again?
Okay.
So you should now see your data sets. If you click on data set there, you should see the SaaS sales data set. And I want you to share it with Aaron because he does not have access. And what we will see is
I'm just a
when
user.
you go, yes, when you go and try and share it with Aaron, it's not going to work because you cannot share
Oh,
data sets, okay, with users. Just don't click. Oh, yeah, you can do it over there.
I don't know.
Go
I'm
and
clicking
add
everywhere.
in, click where it says permissions, click add users
Okay.
and groups, type in Aaron,
Uh,
I am
AA1.
intently following along. And there's a comment here that I want to call out. They like how Erica explains things with details and slowly.
I am a teacher at
Same.
heart. This is what I do. Okay, so click on Aaron there, and you will see that it is not going to allow you to do that, right? Because
yeah,
data
it says
sets can
data
only
set.
be shared with users that are admin or author. Try me. Remember, I'm an admin pro. See if you can share the data set with me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can
There
do
you
that.
go. You can do that. Sorry,
Ha!
Erin. However, I'm going to prepare the topic for you from the data set, and that I can share with you. So let's go back to the main QuickSight page. Data set has been created, and it has now been shared with Erin. Next thing I want to do is create a topic.
Or
So
shared with
topics on
Aaron.
the
Share
left-hand
with
side where
you.
it says new. Sorry, share with me. You're right. So on the
I
left-hand
thought I
side where
got
it says
promoted to
topics, this
admin.
is, sorry,
Never promote
Erin.
Aaron to admin.
Okay, so we have topics here. This is for that generative Q&A experience. We need this topic. I will remind you again, this is new to QuickSight. Q topics are collections of one or more data sets that represent a specific subject area in your business. Now, once I create it, business users like Erin can go and ask questions about this topic, and go and enhance it by adding synonyms and calculations and aggregations and all sorts of things like that. If my chat mods can please put the link to Q and QuickSight topics into the chat so that everybody can read up a little bit more about Q and QuickSight topics. But let's go and create one. Okay, so click on new topic, top right hand corner. Let's give it a name. Let's call it SaaS-sales, software as a service-sales.
All right.
And let's put in a description that says, use this topic to ask questions regarding software sales.
Okay.
And that's it. Okay. And let's go and
Do I keep
okay,
this?
so yes, let's talk about this. You can uncheck it, but I want you for today to keep it because I want us all to see this new generative Q&A experience. If I don't check it, then, for instance, if you do our workshop and you uncheck it, you will see that things look a little different. You want this new experience. There is a way to convert an old topic to one
yeah.
that has this new Gen AI experience. Literally to the right of the topic, there will be a button that says upgrade, and it will duplicate the topic for you and convert it to one with this new experience. But for today, I want you to keep that experience. So do not uncheck the checkbox. Keep it checked and continue.
All right.
Now it's going to ask us to select a data set. Now the business review, people overview, sales pipeline, web and social media analytics data sets, where did they come from? Those are sample data sets that I got with Q in QuickSight. So we're not going to use those. We're going to use the one that you just created, SaaS-sales. And it was pretty easy, right, John? You just had to go
right.
and upload that file, correct?
Yeah, that's fair. That's all I had to do.
Okay.
It's not
And
too
what
bad
you can see,
yet.
yeah. And what you can see now is that little progress bar that is on 8% at the moment. Don't worry, it goes pretty fast. It's indexing the data set for us so that we can ask it questions, okay? And while it's doing that, Erin, just so that we can waste some time while it's indexing, we have a poll that we can ask at this time.
I don't consider it wasting time. I consider it a good use of our time to make sure that we understand, actually, that all of our wonderful viewers here understand why we're creating a topic in the first place. So,
Yes.
hey, everyone
Yes.
who's watching live, why are we creating a topic? Select all that apply. Is it so that way John can ask us questions in plain English? Maybe figure out what is the best flavor of maple syrup? Is it Worcestershire sauce? I don't know. Worcestershire flavor? Maybe.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire syrup. So that Eric doesn't have to create all the dashboards for John anymore. To limit the fields that John has access to. Absolutely, 100%, 1000%. Everyone vote 3, please. So that John can look at dashboards to get his data. Maybe 4. I still put my money on 3. Worcestershire syrup. Oh my gosh, I'm still churn. There's a churn. It's like I would try it at least once, but it doesn't sound good. But I might be surprised.
Why would
Wait, you've never had Worcestershire sauce?
Not mixed with maple syrup.
Oh, no. We don't mix it. But hang on, the sweet and the salty might actually work really good together. I'm going to try it.
I'm going to try it.
I think it might be really good on pork, but I'll give it a go.
I will try it. I'll report back. I will post this on LinkedIn, actually.
Okay, yeah, let us know. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. It seems that people are thinking that we're creating the topic so that John can ask his questions in plain English, to limit what John has access to, and so that John can look at dashboards to get his data. Now, I can create dashboards so John can get his data without Q and topic is a Q thing. So can you show us the answers there?
I can. Let me go back over to the poll and oh, okay. So it is not 4. Right. Look at that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
most certainly
Not
has to do
creating-
with Worcestershire maple syrup.
Worcestershire. You know what? I will just say Worcester sauce because that's how I know it, and that's
Okay.
what I'm going to say because that's pronounceable. Okay, Worcestershire sauce. Okay, right. Thank you, JB Smith, for that one. Let's go back and see if
Well,
our topic has been
I
indexed.
love the idea that the answer to this is so that I don't work. So I love that. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh
all
my
right.
goodness.
Let me do that. It is refreshed
Okay,
a few
it
seconds ago.
is
There you go.
finished.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now let's see if we can share the topic with Erin this time. So click on the topic this time
Okay.
to open it up. Yes. And then there should be a share button in the top right hand corner. Yes, there it is. Obviously, you can share it with me, but you don't have to because you and Erin are the ones working. But can you see that you can make Erin a viewer with the Reader Pro? And you can make me a viewer with the Author Pro. Both of those are absolutely fine. So if you can please share that so that we both have access to the topic. And we will see later what that did on Erin's side. Okay, so topic created. What is it again? It's a collection of data sets that my users can go and ask questions about using generative AI, using Amazon Q. Okay. Topic
Okay.
has been created. Let's go to the Q panel. Now, the Q panel is all over the show. Can you see that there is a little Q icon in the top right hand corner? Just, yeah, that one. So you can click on that and you can ask a question of Amazon Q. Another place that you can ask, yes, where did you click for that one?
Well, I just clicked in the thingy. So I went in there and I clicked to ask a question.
There you, absolutely, that's fine. Can you collapse it again?
Yep.
Another place that you can do is, can you see at the top middle, it says, ask a question about SaaS sales.
Sure. Oh, all right. That opens up the exact same panel.
Exactly. And then if you can collapse it again, and then you can see on the top right-hand corner, you can also do open Q&A. So 3 different ways in which we can open the panel over here.
Okay.
So that is important. Can you just type a question in there where it says, what are you curious about? Can you type in there just half a question? I want you to go and type in, show
That
me
how to spell
total.
UMM.
Show me total and just space SAL. Now, if the data set had salary in it, then it would pick that up. But now it's picking up 2 fields from the data
Huh.
set that I have, right? So,
So like if
it's helping me to go and add that in.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at everything everywhere. All right. Okay. Cool.
Okay, I
Okay.
am having a little bit of a technical difficulty. If you could just go and continue a little bit and ask
Yeah.
the next question that I have there so that I can just fix something here for 1 second.
No, and that's fine because like the thing that I was trying to figure out is like right now it's picking up a bunch of show me total whatever, and
It's
then
trying to pre-populate what it thinks you might want to ask based on
That's
historical
fair.
data from, yeah. So show me the total sales, sale date, Sally Nolan, Sally Wallace, Sally. It's giving you names.
I don't where. Okay, so this is the data
Are
set.
there
So
names?
while Erica is figuring things out on her end,
Is there a
like
Sally in here at all?
Sally. Let's search. Yeah,
Oh,
Sally Berry.
it's okay.
She's right
Okay,
there.
Sally. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that. Oh, yeah. So
And
there's
What
I
if we
am
do
back.
Sally Berry? What happens if we do Sally
Sally.
Berry? Show
All
me the
right. Let
total
me
Sally
do some
Berry.
Sally Berry.
Is it
Oh,
BA
is
or
she there?
BE?
How do you spell it? B-E. Oh,
BE.
B-E.
Like, yeah. It's
Ask.
the total Sally Berry.
I don't
Because it's
know.
pre-populating. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, Erica.
Okay,
We've been
there, it
deviating and
found
just
it.
playing around with
It.
stuff.
Thank you
So,
so much. Thank you so much for taking over there. Okay, can we do one more? Can you copy the prompt that I gave you earlier that says, "Show me monthly sales for Contact Matcher compared to Big Ol' database."
okay.
Biggle?
I can.
Big
Biggle?
Ol'.
Like Biggle?
There you go. Big Ol'
Biggle?
database. Yes. So
Big
All right.
ol'.
yes. So these
Oh,
are
bagel?
big
Yeah, I would have preferred
Ol'.
bagel.
Bagel.
Okay,
Bagel.
and into that one. Perfect. Right. Okay, so now what I want to show you here is it will, for those of us who might want to see a little bit more about how the query was created, there is a restatement right under where you have the ask. It says interpreted as total monthly sales for products, Contact Matcher, and Big Ol' database. Can you see that? Right under
Bagel.
the right under
Yeah.
the prompt.
Oh, yeah. Total sales for product,
Yes.
contact, and Biggle are.
So it is telling me how
Bagel.
it interpreted the question that I have. Okay. And
Okay.
giving me a more kind of tech speak, I guess, interpretation of it. Also, can you click on the pencil to the right of that restatement? Yes, Aaron.
Sure.
So Brian Chasko, AWS Community Hero, is pulling out the Community Hero cape and answering questions for us. Will this be recorded and available for review? And Brian Chasko says yes. The correct answer is yes. You can go to wherever your platform is that you're watching it on. Where are we watching this on again? Twitch.tv/AWS, Twitch.tv/AWS Training Live, LinkedIn, Facebook. That's 4. X,
Twitter,
Twitter. Thank you. X. Well, that's the same thing. Yeah.
No,
So
that's the
YouTube.
same.
what? YouTube. Yes. Whatever platform is that you're watching it on, you can go ahead and watch it there, or you can just go over to the main landing page for our series, and we have a Watch Now button that's on the landing page. So, chat mods, do me a huge favor, please, and can you drop that link in the chat?
Thank
And
you.
thank you,
Yes.
That
Brian.
works.
So can you see the restatement there, John? If you click on the little pencil, it tells you it did a sum of sales for Contact Matcher or Big Ol' database, two of our customers, by month and product. And that's how it got this database. I mean,
Oh.
this got the results and this visual that we have here right now.
I like doing this English thing way better. Like, show me monthly sales for Contact Matcher compared to Big Old Database. Like, sounds a lot easier to write for me than to try
Right.
to create this interpreted as or whatever this query would be inside of QuickSight. I'm sorry,
My
but
point exactly. So now
yeah.
we are putting data analysis in anybody's hands because you
Well,
can use natural language to come and query the data. That's the whole point here. That's what makes it so exciting. Do you have a question there, Erin?
can we change the return values here? So it says
Yes.
like month.
Yes.
Okay. So we can
Yes.
use like the prompt and say like, hey, generate this high level thing for me, but then I can still customize it.
Absolutely. Plus, what if you have a specific way you talk about this in your business? Okay, I'm going to show you that as well. So, what I want you to do is I want you to click where it says mark as verified. So, I'm happy with this. I'm going to mark this as verified. I'm happy with what it generated for me. Now, I'm going to give it a variant. So, click on the little drop down to the right of verified for me, John, and add edit question variant. So, let's say in our business, we talk about this data as Contact Matcher versus Big Ol' database. That's what we are used to calling this. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit the question variants. We're going to add a new variant, and we're going to type in there Contact Matcher versus, or just VS is fine as well, Big Ol' database. So copy that so you have it for me later. Okay. And
All right, it went away.
well, you just copied it, so you can just paste it again.
No, I didn't get the chance to hit Control C.
Oh, goodness.
All right, now I got it.
And save that variant. So now
All right.
I want you to go and collapse the Q&A panel.
All right.
And I want you to open it back up again. And I want you to just copy and paste that contact.
That
yes,
thing.
and ask. So I have now given it this variant with which I can now query, because this is words, or this is phrases that we use in our business. This is what people are used to. They can just go and use it. Okay.
That's
And
awesome.
it's the exact same data that I'm getting here. Right. Let's look at that first little visual that it got there, the total sales by month and product. Can you maximize that little visual for me, please?
Expand visual. There you go.
There you
All
go.
right.
Then use the ellipse in the top right-hand corner of that visual
Is
and
that the
ask,
ellipse?
that's the ellipse, the dot, dot, dot. And
Okay.
can you see you can export the data now if you wanted to, but that's not what I want. I want you to view an explanation.
Okay.
So here you have another explanation that's telling you how it got here. It loaded the data set from the SaaS sales. And if you click next, you'll see the next thing it did, it filtered it by product, contact
Okay.
matcher,
Yeah.
and Biggle database. And then if you go next, it summed those values together. And lastly, it visualized the data for you.
Huh.
So
Oh, that's
you
pretty
can
cool.
see
Okay.
exactly what Q did. It's not hiding anything from you. Great. Let's go back to the answer. So I
Back to
would
this.
like to know a little bit from our participants here. What part of what we just showed you is your favorite so far? Is it that it generates the visuals? Is it that you can see the details, the variants? What is your favorite part of what we just showed you now? Right. While everybody's thinking about that, can we add another data set to the topic, please?
Yep. I know
So
how to do
just
that now.
okay, so nope, we're going to add it to the
What?
topic directly.
Oh, to the topic.
Yes.
But my data set doesn't exist.
Yeah, but we're going to add it right in there. So can you see um, the data tab?
The data tab. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
No, I think you were entirely right. We need to go and create the data set first.
Okay.
So go back to the data set.
I'm sorry. I was like,
Oopsie.
what? We can add it all the. Yes, I'm on board.
Okay, now where is it that you wanted to create the data set from previously?
Sorry.
Let's
So,
do it.
yeah. All right.
And I want you to call this SaaS-sales-monthly summary.
Okay. All right.
And when we are going to paste the URL that I gave you previously.
Oh, need to find that. All right. There you go.
And connect.
Cool.
Okay. And again, let's go and edit and preview the data, please.
And probably save and publish.
Yep.
See, I'm learning. I got no idea. Like I understand we're adding data sets. Need to hit the save and publish so it gets in and all of that. I love that. So
Yep.
now I got what data sets are. I got what topics are pointing to that thing. Can I already ask questions towards that data set though?
You can, well, first let's add it into the topic because
Oh,
you
okay.
need that.
Right.
So let's go to the topics and let's go and edit the data set.
That's where you were bringing me to earlier.
Yes.
So I go into the data and then no, I'm fine with that. And that's where we add it.
Exactly.
Oh, data sets.
There
All right.
you go, and add that new data set that you did.
And that was the SaaS sales monthly that we added.
Yes.
That's fair. All right.
Okay, and just like
Cool.
any of the data sets, you can come and make all sorts of changes to it. So for instance, let's go to data fields.
Sure.
And let's go add a little calculated field quickly.
Add a calculated field. Yeah.
Let's call it true cost. Now,
And then
we have
yeah.
the sales, we have the profit fields in the data set, so we can easily calculate the true cost. So click where it says, can you see that little gray one?
Yes.
Yes. I want you to type in there
Yeah.
sales.
Sales.
Sorry, I want you to type, yes. Why is it not picking? Oh, can you click on the SaaS sales data set on the right-hand side so it knows which one I want to use? Thank you. Now type sales.
Okay. Sales.
It pick it up.
Field.
And minus
Minus. Or
profit.
is it in
No, that's fine.
minus?
Either way is actually going to work just fine.
Oh,
Okay, so we do
okay.
tiny little calculation that we have here. Save it.
Okay.
Open the Q&A
Open the Q&A.
and ask it, show me true cost by product. Now we can do so much more with this topic. You can go and enhance it with synonyms and aggregations and semantics and visuals and all sorts of stuff like that, right? You can do that. But go and do the workshop so that you can see all those options. The workshop shows you exactly how to do that. Right. Okay, next, let's go and create a new analysis from the data set. So we're going to have to go back to QuickSight. We're going to go and find the analyses. Is that how you say it? Is that it?
Not analysis. I don't know.
Create a
Analysis.
create a new one for me, please. And again, what we're going to do is we are going to go and open the data set.
Which one?
SaaS sales.
All right.
And let's click on the button that says use in analysis.
All right.
And create. Okay, so it's called the SaaS sales analysis in the top left-hand corner, but you can name it whatever you want. So you can change that name to Gen BI analysis or whatever it is, John's analysis, whatever it is that you want to go and call it. But I want to go and put some visuals in here. I want to create a dashboard eventually. So
Can we do that in 2 minutes?
Yes, we can. Let's do it. Can you see where it says build visual?
Build visual.
Middle
Add.
top. Yeah, you can
Build
do it there as well, or just
build visual. Yes.
Build visual. And I want you to ask Q to go and create a visual for us. And the prompt is in the document that I gave you. We want the prompt to be plot sales over time at month grain. Color by segment. Plot this as a line chart. Add to it. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so it says plot sales over time at month grain, color by segment, plot this as a line chart, and let's build that. If I'm happy with it, I'm going to add it to the analysis, and look at that. Okay.
So I don't even need to play with all of these things that I was like, I'm going to need to add them all manually and whatever. We can create the...
Literally, I use natural language to ask you to do it for me. And now let's go publish it. Top right-hand corner, click on publish. Name it John's dashboard.
No, all my dashboards are fancy.
Okay, and publish it. And let's go and share it, please. There's a share button in the top right-hand corner. Share it with Aaron.
Share with Aaron. That one. Share dashboard. Aaron. And, Aaron. That way.
Yes, please.
Add viewer.
Okay, now quickly, Aaron, show us what it looks like from your side, please.
Yeah, let me get logged in there real quick. So, okay. So I got my access portal turned up here, and it's going to be this one, the same one that John clicked on, and that'll pull it up. And while I'm doing this, hey, our chat moderators did share a link for each of you. So everyone watching, thank you for joining today, and thank you for tuning in. Please take a minute, take 2 minutes, however long it takes, and please complete the survey for us because we do listen to all feedback, and we would love to hear what you say. All right, so I see a dashboard. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this.
Click on it.
It says fancy dashboard.
Pretty cool.
What amazing. I see the same thing that everyone. I'm a user, but I can see what the analyst performed and
Yes.
provided back to me, so that way I can have a story to tell and understand my
Exactly.
data.
And let's see if we can just quickly show them the data story. Can you see the build button in the top right hand corner?
I would love to, but we have to respect our friends right behind us, because there's CloudQuest networking coming up immediately after in 3 minutes over on
Okay.
twitch.tv/AWS Training Live. So friends, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to complete the survey. The workshop is right here on screen. So if you want to go through the same workshop and everything that we did today, go ahead and do that. If you want to see more visualization, if you want to customize it, you can do that through the same workshop. But Erica and John,
Mhm.
this is the end of the road of our series. I'm very sad.
No, I know.
Oh,
This is so
big
sad.
lip. Big lip. Oh,
Yeah.
pouty lip.
Also,
Oh my
chatbots, if you
goodness.
have a chance, please go and give the link to the new generative BI on AWS digital e-learning as well. There's really good stuff in there, and it will show you all about Q and QuickSight.
Yes. Thank you to David Lance, Ashley Lyon, Brady Smith, Kevin Zook, and Erica. I will let you pronounce your South African
Kobus,
friend's name.
Kobus Badnap.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Bye,
to all
Donkey
of our chat
Kobus.
moderators. Thank you to AWS. Thank you to AWS Training and Certification for allowing us the opportunity to teach all of you and deep dive into Amazon Q. All the recordings will be available. There's a link in the chat from earlier, but it's been a blast, been a pleasure, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye
See you
Bye, everyone.
bye.